Hello everybody, welcome back. We're going to make this video on specific altcoins that I've decided to pick up recently, and I'll give you the reasons why. When we look at the charts, we'll work out what's going on with them. But before I begin, just to let you know, if you've not joined my Telegram group, please join. And within that Telegram group now, there's another Telegram group which is just about airdrops and other sort of bonuses that you can get. So basically free crypto, free money, or decent referrals like the one I've got for Binance where it gives you 20% off your trading fees. Things like that, they're all going to be on there. It's just referral links and stuff like that for airdrops. So yeah, join that, get some free money. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into it. So just a very brief overview on Bitcoin, because I don't want to bore you to death. We all kind of know what's going on with Bitcoin, but if you didn't, we've got this upwards trending level of support here, which has been holding very strong recently, and we've launched outside of the Bollinger Band now, so it looks like we might want to have to cool off a little bit, but it doesn't have to do that necessarily. It could launch all the way up to the top of this red trend line here, which isn't just a trend line. We were being rejected from it over and over and over again last month until we finally broke down from it, and that wasn't the first time that's happened. It happened here, whoosh, it's happened here, boosh, and it's happened here, boosh. In fact, without going into details, it's happened many times since 2017, so it's a trend line to watch, and that comes in as of today because it's upwards facing. It changes its value every day, and that is around about 11,200 or thereabouts. 12,200. So when you get to that level, if Bitcoin starts pushing up towards 12,000, it's time to get a little bit careful. Just be very careful at that level. Anyway, so that is the Bitcoin situation with you right now. The MACD is definitely bullish. The RSI is still very bullish. The money flow index is definitely got plenty of room to move. So I would not be surprised if we pushed our way up towards this level some point this week. And at that point, I would expect probably a pullback, maybe a significant one, but a pullback all the same. That's Bitcoin for you. So what does this mean for the rest of the market? RVN, one of the ones I've picked up recently, and the ones I'm looking to probably get about a 10 to 15% move from it, all the way up to this green 50 exponential, which is about 15.5%. So I picked that one up, and that's what I'm looking for. And the reasons for that, and a lot of these alts that I'll be talking about kind of follow the same kind of pattern. We have double bottoms forming all over the place. So this one all the way down here, first bottom here, massive wick, big buyback. That's a good sign. Look at the size of that wick, and then a second bottom here, not so much of a bounce from there, but it's a double bottom all the same. This first one brought the RSI right outside the comfort zone, and then since then we had our positive cross, and we're snaking slowly but surely, but still quite far away from that 0 point, but that's where we're heading towards the 0 point. The money flow index is nicely higher highs and higher lows, similar to that of the RSI. So to me it looks like it's one of those coins that wants to pop, and I would expect it to pop at this point, at some point this week, and make about 10 to 15% move on that one. StormX, so this one I'm trading slightly differently. This one is a little bit of a fundamental reason to it, as well as the chart looking okay, but it's a very low volume coin, so that's why we get a lot of these big wicks here. We have big moves and big sell-offs. So what I'm prepared to do is go in on this one and get a sell order created around about these wicks here. So not being too greedy, but I'm expecting a big pop on this one. As far as the token's concerned, they're introducing a new referral scheme. It's not out yet, it's coming out soon, and in that referral scheme, basically if you refer a friend and they buy Storm tokens and they upgrade their Storm shop account to either a gold, a diamond, or a platinum, which does involve them buying StormX tokens and holding them for a period of 90 days, you get money, they get money. The maximum amount, if they went diamond for instance, they held enough to be a diamond account holder, you'd both get $1,000 each. So a really big incentive for referring people and buying and holding. And during that period, it's not just hold those tokens and wait 90 days. It's not all about that. You can actually, the whole point of this the StormX token now is basically rewards for buying things online like eBay, and I use it. I bought the Nord VPN with 25% cashback, and then because I was a gold member I got even more cashback. So essentially I got it over, I got basically half my money back in the form of crypto, which has now gone up in value. So really I've probably only paid about 25% of the actual value of the Nord VPN. So it is a good reward system. and to incentivize people to become part of that reward structure. And if they start spending and seeing what they get back, especially if they're crypto orientated like you and me, we see this money coming back, we see that money going up in value, then we're like, maybe this is the future of shopping, to be honest. So I do believe in it in that respect. I think it's a very clever way of going about things, and extremely generous. I mean, you see the cashback on things like the SXP card. I mean, this puts that to shame. It really does. I mean, what's the biggest cashback you get on that? 6%, 10%. That's nothing in comparison to Storm Play, and you don't even need a card for it. You just need to have the Storm app. That's all. Anyway, that's enough about that. So I'm expecting a big move from that when that news breaks, and when people start entering the market, because again, this is a very low liquid coin, so there's not much volume on this one. It's very low, which means that when the buyers come in, it should. I would expect bigger moves, and then I'll be selling on the back of those big moves. But that's how I'm trading that one. Anyway, the next one on the list is going to be SXP. So I've just slated that one about the cashback, but really it's actually, a very, very tradable asset. And again, similar to that of RVM, we're talking about a bottom and basically a double bottom, this one being higher than the first, so looking like it wants to go. The money flow index today is a little bit weird there, so it's still good. It's still good to see it like that, because it means that when the money pours into the market, it's got plenty of room to move. But the MACD is a little bit sorry and sad for itself. So this one I am expecting to move, but only move up to around about here, which is about $1.64. So I'll be looking to get out around that level on this occasion. But this one's been doing decent pumps and decent dumps, so I've been trying to ride as much as that as possible. So this has been my next place to buy and sell at. So I've bought it, and now I'm waiting for it to move up to there, and hopefully that'll work out for me. RSI is looking okay, and again, we're just looking for a bit more of a move. It's been underperforming. I'd definitely say underperforming, but there's still something in it, looking for it to move. Anyway, Algo, one of my favourites of my recent trades, and again, this is kind of how I want, and I'm expecting something like SXP to play out. So what we've got here is we've got one bottom and then a double bottom, which is higher than the previous. We've got the RSI coming down to extremely low levels, and then not so low on this occasion, and we're snaking up. We've got a MACD that's not looking great, but it's still beneath the 0 point, for instance, but it's diverging slowly and snaking up towards the 0 point. And then we've popped, and where did we pop up to? We popped up to the green 50 exponential moving average. So a perfect place to sell it at. The first opportunity to offload some of that profit, so take some of that profit. So that's basically what happened here, and that's what I've done here. I'm expecting this now to pull back a little bit, maybe down to the 10 exponential, and then carry on from there. But for the moment, I took profit on that one because that's what I was expecting, and that's, like I say, what I'm expecting from this, and not so much from this. And the final one here is KNC, and again, this one I was expecting this one to play out pretty much how it has. I've took profit on it already because I wasn't buying this on spot. I was actually trading this one on Bityard at 25x leverage, which is really high for me. I wouldn't normally do that. I was very sure of this move, so we got in on this move. I made an absolute fortune on this one. And I've basically I wasn't prepared to wait for it to carry on moving up to the 50 exponential, so I got out quite early on this one. But I still made about 200% profit. So very, very nice move there. And again, I still think this has got further to go. I think we can go all the way up to this one and more. So how far is that from here? How many more percents are we talking about from there to there? We're talking about another 8% is what I'm looking to expect on this one. I just don't like trading. I mean, when you use leverage like 25x or more, you really want to be in and out of that trade, as soon as you can. So that's what I did, but it doesn't mean that I don't expect it to continue. I do expect it to continue, and I probably would expect it to continue more than the others, because if we're looking at this and looking at the way that this one's moved, we had a bottom, we had a double bottom, but the money flow index is more progressive, so is the RSI, and so is the MACD. So this one looks the healthiest of all. If I had this on the spot, I'd be very happy, but I didn't. I went in on leverage, so unfortunately I'm out, but the good thing is I made 250% on that one anyway. And that's all I've got for you. So like I say, join my Telegram, feel free to do that, subscribe to this channel, that would be lovely. And also, if you want to, check out the video I made on Bityard. It's really good. In fact, it's the best. I've moved everything over to this. It's the best trading platform you can get for margin trading. Not just because of all the options and the leverage, but basically because you can trade crude oil, you can trade gold, silver, Nasdaq. So you've got all your indices, you've got your major commodities in there, as well as all the cryptos that you could really want to trade from. So, and you get 258 tether for setting up your account and generating some trades. So I'll leave it with you there, but thank you for watching and take it easy.